Charleston White give me the name as a minister. I am not no minister. I am not going to lie to y'all. I am a true gambler. That's what I do. And I opened up me a casino in Fort Worth, Texas. Classy Lady. Classy Lady's name was some ladies that was wanted to be men's, and they called it Classy Lady. Well, when I opened it up, I had to pay $100 to get the name changed, so I just let the name stay the same, Classy Lady.
So stop right there. Now this is what I say. He the minister. One night, Classy Lady get robbed. I'm looking down the barrel of a nigga with a shotgun with dirt on it, a 38 with dirt on it, and tape tied up around that motherfucker. These niggas had on leather coats from the 70s with do-rags on their heads. And they were some old niggas, and they was dangerous, and they wasn't playing. They robbed everybody in the parking lot and robbed everybody inside that motherfucker. And them niggas told me to say, this is Weasel Pop's church house. I'm looking down the gun and this nigga telling me the Classy Lady is a motherfucking church house. And you tell Pops, man, this is his church house. So I said, man, God damn it. So ever since then, he lying to me. He the minister. That was the church house, them niggas said. This Weasel's church house. And when they finally closed the doors on the Classy Lady, I used to always wonder why the police never came in there and arrested nobody. The police always waited for a nigga to leave out that building, or if they had a warrant for a nigga, they always knocked. And they had Pops, they sent him out, they had the guns drawn, but they never went in. He had the motherfucker registered as a church house. I didn't know that. We didn't know that. So that's why I called it a church house, and he the minister. So that's why we interviewing him about the Classy Lady.
Classy Lady is a place where the people that robbed Classy Lady that night, they didn't really rob Classy Lady. The people that came back, I told everybody, close up, everybody go home. Well, some of my homeless people didn't have no home and they didn't listen to me. I could have easily waited on them brothers to come back and ambush them brothers and kill them. I raised them brothers. I know what they gonna do. So why would I want to harm them or kill them? My thing at Classy Lady was don't put my hands on nobody and try to tell everybody quit putting their hands on one another, because Classy Lady, Stop 6 was an area where it is known violence each and every day. Zero tolerance zone in the bottomless pit. Charleston White come down there, a little advocated white boy. He's a little, what you call them, the educated white boys that come and speak on everything down there. He come down there and spoke on everything that was going on wrong down there. When they fixed the road down there, he went to bothering them people who was fixing the road down there and everything. And bringing all them rich white folks to Classy Lady. He brought in, and the chief of police and everybody else, and talking about me shaking their hand and all of that. And he know I'm a crook. What I look like meeting the police? What I look like meeting the police? I don't meet no police. I don't talk to no police, but I had to be polite. I had to be polite. When I talked to the mayor, I had to be polite. I don't talk to politicians because all politicians are liars. Donald Trump showed y'all that, and that's their game. Well, in Fort Worth, Texas, we don't have no way to make no money, and I wasn't going to sell no dope no more and rob no more and go back to the penitentiary like I had been all the last 30 years of my life in the federal penitentiary. So I opened up me a building and I put a law in it, and that was the law. When Crips and Bloods come to Classy Lady, they love one another. They don't hate one another. They don't hate one another, and all sides of towns can come to Classy Lady, and it's not going to be no problems. If it do, we're going to try to stop it. So Classy Lady was my casino, and Corona closed her down. I'm mad. Can you cuss it here?
Yeah, you cuss.
I'm mad at a motherfucker at Corona for closing my place down. Now I don't have now another building. Now, neither do I want another one club, because I do not want to be bothered with all the tennis shoe wearing, Crips, Bloods, rappers, and all the ignorant, illiterate young males that come out every week to fight and squabble, including their women with that weave-in hair. I don't want no weave-in hair on my parking lot. The next spot I open up, it's a gambling spot. If you don't gamble, don't come. I take that case. I take a gambling case because gambling is legal. Everybody gamble. The judge gamble. They gamble in the jailhouse. What you talking about? So gambling is illegal. Selling pussy is illegal. Selling dope is illegal. Anything we do is illegal to get us some money. That's her pussy. She ought to be able to sell it. That's my dick. I ought to be able to sell it. But American law says against the law. So what is us people's gonna do down in the bottomless pit?
So let me ask you this, Pop. You always say blacks in America should be able to have the right to sell whatever. Why do you believe that?
White folks sold a nigga. White folks sold a nigga for selling dope. I mean, white folks used to sell nigga. White folks used to sell black folks. Which one is wrong? For a nigga to sell some dope or white folks sell us? They made money selling us. So any nigga that sell dope, he ain't supposed to be in jail. He had to sell something in America. Every nigga don't want to go to work now. Negroes, Afro-Americans, and just black, they going to work for whitey, or the Italian or the Jew.
Well, what's the difference between Nigger, a Negro, a just black, a Afro-American, and this hip-hop? What's the difference?
It's a whole lot of difference. Ain't no more niggas. Ain't no more niggas. I don't like the way y'all use the word nigga. Them was proud people. Them was people that got beat up that wanted to vote, just wanted to have something. Those was niggas. The first people that come over here, what did Phil tell us? Phil told Kunta Kinte, man, you can't get back to Africa. We got to watch these white folks. So the Negro watched the white boy, learned the white boy. Then Dr. King come along and said, we got to go join them.
So the nigga didn't watch the white boy.
The nigga don't trust no white boy. He whooping him with a whip and things like that. You think a nigga trust a white boy? Hell no, not now, never. He didn't fool with him. He didn't understand. You have translators now. If an Iraq come over here, you got a translator for that Iraq. When them niggas got off of that boat, the black people got off that boat in 1500. You didn't have no translator over here. So when the white man should stand on the auction block, black man didn't even understand what he's saying. He's checking the change, pulling him up there. Didn't have no translators. And the white boy started the word nigger, N-I-G-G-E-R, because he couldn't put a said Negro or something like that. Then all of a sudden, hear the black man say, I don't want to be called a nigger. Call me a Negro. Negro mean you went to the white boy school and you white. You ain't black, period. You got that white boy's education. You are English white boy. What did you tell me? I asked you, I said, which one of them white boys is you, Charleston? You said, I'm the English white boy. You're not the British white boy. You're not the Russian white boy. You're the English white boy because you're born in the English country. You speak English. You don't speak your tongue. You don't even, the black American don't even know who they are. We was niggers. He sold us, he gave us his name. When we went to another plantation, now we Jones. We go to another plantation, now we Smith. Now today here we are wearing those slave names. We don't even know our name. We don't even know what our name is. Mexicans know what their culture are. Chinese know what their cultures are. Indians know what their culture are. What is your culture? You ain't living like Phil told you to live. Dr. King said, let's go join the white folks because Dr. King's dream was to fool with white folks. Why we can't get along? Why we can't all be one in America? One what? One white boy? You're crazy little motherfucker. I don't want to be no white boy. I love my ancestors. I love them old niggas. Them old niggas taught me everything I know, and I can't even read and write. But I learned how to get up every day and get up and go get me some money. I worked when I was a little boy. So I'm a grown man, and I'm going to work for another man. You got me fucked up.
So the Negro is the educated black American with the white man's education and mindset. What's the Afro-American?
The Afro-American is the one that wanted to open up a place of business and just have him a place of business. And when Dr. King said, let's go join the white folks, then the Afro-American lost their businesses. Because now blacks can go to all restaurants, they can go everywhere. So now blacks ain't got no business. Look at our neighborhoods now. Chum Fong Song Long done moved in our neighborhoods, opening up stores and things, man. We don't have shit, man. What you talking about? Well, we used to have this side, because whites stay on that side, blacks stay on this side, Italians stay on this side. Jews had a side of their own. Everybody had a side. But when integration come in, then everybody integrated. But you never catch an Italian want to eat no white boy steak. He don't want that shit. He didn't go to that white boy's restaurant. The white boy went to his restaurant. White boy go to everybody's restaurant. Everybody don't go to the white boy's restaurant except the black, the uppity black Negroes. They love white folks.